Hello! It appears that I am live once again. As unfortunate as that might be. So, today I'm gonna be continuing our little project in Trainz. So, yeah, we're gonna continue where we've left off with the city of Čadca, or town. A smaller town, I guess. And gonna be taking a look at the station more, and we're gonna be finishing off the layout of the station. So let me just do this thingy. Hello Kango, hello Sharedice. Do I see a Trace Project route thing? Maybe you do, I don't know. Mayhaps. Okay, anyway, so last time we've completed the passenger station. So we've put down the tracks, we've put down the junctions, we made it at least somewhat according to the real thing. So now we just need to do the station ends. Now the challenging, complicated part of this is going to be the fact that both of the exits are in a turn. I think the southern one I'm looking at right now is going to be easier to create, simply because all of the junctions, well, not all, but majority of the junctions happen in a relatively straight line, though it's not in a straight line with the platforms. We do this. So these tracks are at 136 degrees, and well, as in a direction on the compass, and these guys are, if I go in the same direction, it's going to be easier to actually understand. These guys are at 144, so there is a slight turn at the junctions where they all merge. Kango says, hey, yeah, hello. Oh, that's a footbridge in it. Hold on. That? Yes. Yes, it indeed is. It indeed is a footbridge. Trace loves you making junctions playing curves. Yep. Not an industrial pipe, is it? Nope. It's going to be interesting to make this, mainly with the elevated highway as well, and then the road next to that as well. Hold on. Maybe we can get a bit of a view. Once it loads, the ground textures a little, but you can kind of see the height element to this. You kind of see how it's smooth up there, but here is like blocky. I'm guessing that's where all the buildings are. Okay, the pictures just don't want to load apparently, so you'll just go back to this. But it kind of seems to line up with kind of like terraces on the forest here and with the fields here and these houses. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so let's start off with the southern end, I suppose, which is this one. Now just for simple measuring practices, I'm gonna measure it out from the end of the platform. So right about here. Follow the track until our next junction? No. Until the track's turn, which is 220 meters at 137 degrees. So 220 at 137. Let's put that in. Yep. There we go. Route layer. So 220. At 137. Yeah. Seems to line up. So let's move this track to the end here. Now that's where our turn is going to begin, but that's not where the crossover starts. So if you look closely, there is a track that splits off from here just before the turn to merge with a track that starts next to it at the end of the platform here. Now that's going to be the real fun. And this also provides me with a little bit of information about how wide the platforms are, and they are much narrower than what I've made them. But I'm not going to rework that. Simply gonna work around it. So let's put this here and let's use this kind of spacing for that. As in, align the circles, the vertex points with the ballast. Yeah, that seems to be somewhat good. Okay, so the other platform track and the first of the yard tracks can go to this point as well. So let's do the exact same spacing here. Vertex point to the ballast. That should give us this as a relatively straight piece of track. Yeah, kinda. Maybe I can go a tad bit closer on this. Yeah, that's better. And now we got the next track coming in. And we can do the next one as well. So we've got this one coming in at the regular spacing like this, I believe. Is that correct? No, it's not correct. What's the spacing that I've used here? Or unless it is correct, but you can now see is little changes on this. So okay, let's line this one a bit closer like this. So line the vertex point to the sleepers of that track. Let's align this one to the sleepers like that. Okay, so that gives us much nicer look over here in this area. And I'm gonna move this one a little bit to make it look a bit more straight. There we go. So I'm gonna bring this one in as well and line it up. Now we have 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have 5 tracks. This is the 5th one up here. Yep. Now that one is on this point already in turn. So from this point, how far back do we have to go? Roughly 10 meters. So roughly 10 meters back is where this one begins to turn. Like that. Okay. And yeah, something like 10 more meters, there's a junction. So let's do another measurement. I'm gonna read the chat as well soon. Of another 10 meters into here. Now, how long is that junction? It's roughly to here, so 70 meters. 50, 60, 70. Okay. Let's bring this rail in. Line it along. And boom. We've got that placed in. Nice. Let's clear it up. And the junctions are a bit wacky over here, so it's gonna be fun. First listening to me talk about Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves for ages. Well, tough. You'll just have to wait until my review breakdown has been edited and finished. Oh! Tough stuff, buddy. Can I wait? Yeah? Well, tough. You'll just have to wait until my review breakdown has been edited. Okay. At what point will you freestyle the railway, assuming you won't build the entire route with ruler measurements? Once I exit the station limits, and the station limits are in this case defined by the entry signals. In this case, I have no idea where they are, but they're not too far from the station, so I'm guessing I just cannot really find them here properly. But my guess is they are somewhere here, right before the bridge, in like this area. I think this is actually, hold on. I think these two blobs that I just placed on, that's actually the signals, I think. Not sure, but they look kinda bigger and the shadow kind of indicates that it could be a signal. So that's probably the area from which I'm going to freestyle it. I'm also probably not going to bother with all of the side tracks over here. I'll see yet. But yeah, I'm gonna see about that. As for this, I have no idea if this track has an entry signal. Probably, well, it should have, but this is Slovakia, it's possible that it doesn't. So I could freestyle that as well from, like, before the bridge. If you look closely, you can see the ballast colors kind of changing from gray to brown. So probably from that little change I could freestyle it a little bit. As for the north exit, it's going to be a bit more complicated because it's a 3-track line and then one of them splits off. So I'm guessing the main entrance signal is somewhere around here. I can see some relay boxes over here, but I feel like that's way too close. But yeah, I could be wrong, it could very well be there. But yeah, I'll see about the northern end as to where the signals are there. Actually, these are dead, I think. These blobs here. That could be the signals there. But either way, we have video cab rides and stuff like that, so we shouldn't have trouble looking at stuff and exploring. Anyways, let's get back to chat. Measures the station's immediate surroundings and everything between switch down. Yes, pretty much. How is the you? Feeling better? Yeah, a lot actually. Maybe there's a cab ride where you could see. Yes, definitely there is. Was the ruin in the woods to the east of the curve out of the station? Uh. East of the woods? Out of the station. What? How did you even see anything like that? Now you just got me searching for stuff that probably doesn't exist. Is this a red herring? I mean, there definitely should be a castle here somewhere. Or something else. A chateau or something. I can't seem to find anything that you have in mind. I'll see. So you have got video cab rides, yes. Also, is that coal yard for the city? No. Hold on, at least. Let me just double check. Okay, actually, it could be. But apparently it's just a company, so I'm guessing they just handle something with coal, I'm not sure. Technotherm. It's definitely not a power plant. That's for sure. But it's got something with coal, definitely. That one, yeah. Just where the tracks south of Manchouzi. Oh, this thing. I see it. I have absolutely no idea. Seems to be maybe a remnant of an old house. I have no idea. It could be something, some remnants of an old house. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. There's a route to build. So, is this straight? I think. Do we have the 3D view actually loading properly now? Ugh, come on. It's not that hard to show me the fucking picture on top of a map. Because I cannot rotate this view. So it's making it a bit harder, but I think this is just one straight line of track up until down here. The thing is trying to measure out where exactly it's supposed to be positioned and how. But okay, let's see, let's try. So we have got this. It's just past the junction, so that's here. The other piece of straight track seems to end here, which is like 60 meters behind our junction, and then another 20 meters later seems to be the other track ending. So 60 and then 20. So if we go 60 from here, that seems to be the end of this track. Well, at least the straight part of it. And then if we go another 20 meters from that, we will find ourselves the end of this track. Okay. So now we have that. Now here comes the fun part. That is a Y junction up here. Around 17 meters back and a bit further away because it's like in the middle of these two tracks. Okay. So let's be very precise on this. We go back 17 meters like this, and let's do it like this. Bring both of the tracks here. Okay. And that is the junction, kind of. Is it? Seems to be that it is there, but it's very immediately followed by a turn. So I need to do something very cursed for now, and that's something like this. Now let's align it just like that. And now this seems to be 60 meters. Do we say 60 meters? If yes, that should put us like 50 meters away from the corner of the platform. Let's try that. Actually measured from where? From here. Yeah. So this should put us like 60 meters. That puts us like, yeah, 60 meters from the corner. Yeah, that's pretty good accuracy. 10 meters off. One, two. Just like that. We have the outer edge of the junction spines here. Okay, so now let's bring this back to here. Now, roughly from here, 40 meters out at the heading of 143, we have a little junction split. I need to move this to be in the middle. Now, if I follow the line, I can figure out where this track starts turning. It seems to be around 75 meters. Okay. So looking at point 11, 45 meters at 144, followed by 75 at 145. That urban exploring idea right there. We're getting sidetracked. We tried the view from Google Maps website. Yeah, it could. But it doesn't have as high resolution images of this area as this one. So it might be actually harder to try to pinpoint locations. When's the last time you used a non-SAM standard gauge track in route building? A few months ago when I started to work on that narrow gauge route. Awful tracks 2010. Some of these tracks be rusty. Yes, they will be. For now, what I want to do is get a layout of the yard pushed in, and then I can just replace with bulk replace some of the, or not even like with bulk replace, I can just manually replace some of the tracks to fit better. But first things first, I want to get the what was it? I firstly want to get the layout in the game. It's pretty good accuracy. Meters off. John Michelsorth, CEO of Michelsorth Microscopes. Layout, yep. Alright, so let's continue this. So we have 45 meters at 144. So let's try to interpret that into the game. 144. Meters, and then 145 we have 75 meters, I think it was. Yep, there we go. And that puts us in front of that? Yes it does, relatively speaking. This does add up. I mean, it might not actually add up here because of measuring bullshits. Yeah, no, it doesn't really work out here. Okay, let's try this a different way. What if okay, I want to keep the 145 heading, but I need to space this out a bit further away then. Seems to be a bit too far, so let's try something like this. Maybe just I got this wrong. Yeah, that looks better. That looks much better. Nice and smooth turn. Right where the tracks straighten out, there's a junction going into the other track. Now we know, in fact, that this one I started actually down here, for example. Yes. Okay, that's exactly straight. But for how long? Where does it start to deviate? When it wants to merge with that track. So somewhere around here, just before they meet. "120 meters at 145. Now this goes well past what we have right now. So let's try to measure out the distance between this point and the junction that's supposed to exist here. And it seems to be, if we just do this, junction point seems to be 40 meters away at 153. Let's see if that's actually gonna give us something good. So how much did I say? 40 at 153. So that would put this junction here. And from here on out we run alongside that other track. Now this looks relatively good for the outer track, but it doesn't look for the inner track. And I guess I know why. Wait, hold on. Why are you not straightened? That's the first thing. Now the first obvious problem is that this is actually not supposed to be here. This is supposed to go straight out a little bit more. We're gonna do a bit more spacing on between these two. Like that. Over here like that. Now, let's actually make this junction down here. That looks better. There's a slight deviation, but that's not noticeable and looks good. I'm happy with that result. Now then, from there on out, from this junction lever to the other junction lever, it's like 30 meters. And those 30 meters should coincide with us merging or getting close to this track. But we're not really doing that. But that's okay, doesn't matter. We can kind of reshape the station as we need. This is getting kind of confusing with all these rulers. Let me just clean up. Not that one. Okay, good. So now, let's see. So the very first obvious thing that we can do to remedy this without having to rework all of this, again, is to simply extend the tracks here and kind of elongate it on this end. And yeah, I'm just gonna do that, fuck it. But we know that this track runs for a relatively long distance absolutely straight. And that relatively long distance is something like... For the sake of trains, let's do 155 meters. Now, obviously, how many tracks are joining in? 1, 2, and we're about to merge with the third. So 1, 2, and about to merge with the third. But that doesn't really work out if you look at it here. Why? Because we haven't really extended these tracks yet. But okay, let's see. How would this work out? Because if we get this correct, then we can just easily put in the remaining junctions for these two tracks. Now, the thing I want to do here is that is not a big change of angle between the track that we are on right now and the one we're going to. And in fact, that change goes from 145 into 143. There's a 2-degree change in the angle. So I want to intercept this with 143. Something like this. So obviously this means that this should be here. And let's extend this one to be more straight. Like this. That's lined up. This is relatively lined up as well. This is somewhat good. Yeah, that works out. Not the best, but you can see the similarity. Okay, so now, so that's those two tracks. Now we need to get these two tracks. I'm gonna elongate that as well, and I'm gonna connect it up. Now, where does the one before it connect? Though, so that goes. Okay. So this one realistically should be here. Are we straight? Are we not straight? Are we? We're not straight. We're gay. Yeah, that's pretty good accuracy. Layout. That also sounds a bit like a quote from Doctor Who after she manages to land a broken TARDIS. Do you want to know what I'm looking forward to? Yeah, sure. Push. Okay, this is getting rather confusing with all these rules. Let me just clean up. Every politician shivers. Yep, I agree. Okay, anyway, so this junction pretty much just starts immediately after that, so we're just gonna connect this one up to there, straighten that out, and bring this track closer to here, align them properly, I guess. Now let's see, how good is that? Rather shit, but fuck it, it's good. And now we're gonna do the same with this one. I'm just gonna bring it closer, I don't really care. And just line it there, like that. Now then, this one track out here does a small little bit of deviation and turn, like little squiggle, to put it lightly. So let's just represent the little squiggle here, like this. Elongate it a bit. Now, how far down does that go? Just a bit higher. Something like that. That's where it goes. Just a little squiggle wiggle. Like that. Okay. Nice, so we have that connected now, we just need to connect this. And connecting this means crossover, very tightly packed in junctions, wonderful. Anyways, let's go from here. And let's take it up here. How bad is that? That's actually good. And that's kind of fitting. I like that. I'm keeping it as a pet. I'm naming him John. Hello, John. You look stretched. I fucking hate myself. Anyways, I believe this track, yeah, that's the dead end track. Do you have any junctioneros here? Yes, yes you do. But in my defensible credibility, you don't have them yet. So let's line that one up. Let's align this one up. And from here, we can clearly see that we have another crossover to the track in the middle. But that's after the turn. So let's do this. Let's do the turn. Let's line this up to here. Let's get this one lined up properly as well now. So like this. Okay, I like that. No more junctions there. Let's cut that off. Okay. So up to this point, we are pretty good. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make my life a little easier. And I'm just gonna do... Where does that connect to? Wait, no, I cannot make my life easier. Nyeh. I'm gonna do this. Gonna do that as well. This is a bit nicer. And now... The fuckiest thing is that it's supposedly, guess where, in the middle of the turn. So somewhere like... Not even in the middle. It's like alongside this junction. So which means on this route it's somewhere like here. Place the fucking vertex point. Thank you. Now obviously that's a bit curved. So let me just fix this up a little. And let's fix it up by actually adding in the junction. Let's just eyeball it to the distance, who cares? And now I need to make this turn actually look kind of nice. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that will work. This track over here does a small bit of aviation. Intercity, we're getting there. Give us a minute. Crossover time, Trainz X Train Simulator. No. Yeah, that's a pet. Like the Helen Code Breakman? Yes. Intercity, we're pretty good. Give us a minute. Okay. It's been 43 minutes of squiggly lines. But we've actually done something, which is nice, which is very nice. Now then, there are these two storage tracks and they merge in like that and they come in like, oh, for fuck you. Bitch. Oh my god. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically 5 junctions in one turn, depending on the way you look at it. Okay, so which ones are going to be problematic, other than all of them? Okay, first things first, let's do this. How long is this crossover? 75 meters, okay. So let's give us a little bit of breathing space. Roughly like 10 meters. Okay? Just to breathe in and out. And then, from here, we do 75 meters of English crossover, as they're called. There goes one. There goes the second. like that. And in the middle of that, I hate this. So let's try to get this line into the game. I hate the look of it. I hate everything about this line. Goes roughly from the middle here. So 27 meters at 320 degrees. That's not gonna work. So just do 27 meters up until like there. Followed by 27 meters as 313. So we've got rid of 3 degrees here. So let's do 310. So 27 at 310. That should bring us to the second junction. Now we do 25 at 307. And this 25 at 307 is going to be the fun part, because it's actually straightened. This is a straight piece of track, followed by 33 meters at 307, so that's 304. 33 at 304. Okay. 25 at 302, so this will be 25 at 299. Okay, 25 at 299. And this one should be straightened as well. Yeah, that seems to work. Okay. It's 30 and 30 and then 60. 60, that's 120 and 25. 145. $145. Which now leads to us bringing this thing here. Okay. And now on this I can measure out 25, 30, 30, and the other, doesn't matter. So 25. Followed by 30, followed by 30. Okay, so spline point, spline point, spline point. Okay, this is getting confusing. English crossword, do you mean invading most of the world? Mayhaps. Imagine if you could add the rulers together like splines. Yeah. Spines? I need to go as I need to edit video. Ooh, that's unfortunate, but good luck. It was nice having you here. And I hope that you will... You can watch the rest on the archive next week when this releases. On like the 5th of May or something like that, so yeah. Enjoy your editing. See ya, shared eyes, bye bye. Right, where were we? Ah, junctions. That's right. My nemesis. I'm looking at what these two storage tracks are doing. I can see a little bit of a pattern here. So let's go here. Let's see, how long are you until you like begin turning? Like 160 meters, okay. Which in this case means a lot more. How long until the junction lever? 122. So let's do that. Let's measure this at 122. And let's add that in. Now at the same time, I'll let this one go there, and this one is a little bit shorter. Like that. So now obviously there's this little thing. I need to do this. Tiny ass spline. And yeah, that seems to kind of fit, actually. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay. Now, there's another junction over here that goes to bullshits. After turning off 25, 20, then goes straight for like 35 meters. And then it turns again. It's 25 at 309, which means minus 3, so 25 at 306 apparently. You know, that's fucking bullshit. This is why you cannot make anything real in Trainz. Swear to fucking god. Realistic junctions are just impossible in this game. 20 meters at 299. So if we follow the logic that I was using before, which we obviously cannot do because apparently now it's fitting the 299, which means I don't have to take away 3 degrees for some weird ass fucking reason as I had to do on this one because of this one. Yeah, apparently this one working. Actually, it's not straightened. Okay, but the next point isn't. That's 35 at 297. Yeah, something like that. Honestly, I feel it should be longer, and it will have to be longer because of this other track. It to be at least like this long, twice as long, basically, to make the following turn kind of more fitting. And even then, that's fucking bullshit. So what if we actually did what we wanted to do? Take this, we change 299 to 296. And then we do 35 and not 297 but 294. That actually should work out. But that's... fuck it, who cares? It's good enough. Okay. Here is a crossing, followed by an immediate junction, once again. This one goes way, way, way off to this side. 30 meters. Followed by 25 meters. So 30 at 289. 32. No. What? 30 at 289. Alright, that will bring us here, which is good. And then 25 at 285. 25 at 285. Okay. And we have this done. Oh my god. Ha! Yeah, this looks like the real thing actually. That's good. No, let's ignore that. Anyways, okay, we have this. Let's see the chat. Congratsies. Hmm. 1 hour of absolute back pain. This thing here. And I mean that literal fucking back pain. Ow. Okay. So we have that solved. Now we have this long piece of track here. The first junction goes after the first straight section, so it's here. And it does what? Let's say 40 meters. No. Go. Okay, this roughly makes kind of sense. So 35 at 308. Let's see. Obviously 308 is no go, so 305. 35 at 305. Which leads us here. That's where another junction is, but we're going straight for 65 meters at 306. 65 at 306. I hate this fucking game, honestly. Yeah, 10 meters off constantly. Everything I fucking measure out is somehow 10 meters off, but yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna question it. It's just a shitty way of doing things, but even with proper measurements, it's just fucking bullshit. Anyways, let's continue. Over here, we have a junction. How far is that? Like 50 meters, okay. That's like 10 meters from here, I guess. Since we've moved it to be actually good. I'm just gonna do it like that. And that. I don't like that. Aligning short pieces of tracks is absolute horrendous job. So we do it like this. Yeah, that's good enough. Don't care. The next junction from here goes to the other side and lines up next to this track. Quite late, so let's just do it like this. Okay, and where this splits, that goes straight, and this one goes at a bit of a shallower angle. Let's just line that up to these tracks, I guess. Kinda like this. Let's get the helper vertex in here. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, that's good. So that's the start of the other yard area thingy there. Nice. Very nice. Over here we are down to the 3-track section, which splits again. Oh my fucking god. Why? Why do you build stuff like this? Hmm. These tracks, let's just put in. They turn alongside these ones. But by the time these, what? Like these junctions that I just made should, with all the measurements, be here. And not here. At like the end, with all of these turns and stuff like that. Fuck this. Can't be bothered. Simply it's built like shit and who cares. There we go. Let's do it like this. Yeah, that's good. Relatively. Let's just do it like this. This one goes a bit out and ends a bit sooner in a shed-like building. So for now, let's line it up like this. Yeah, that's good. I'm not gonna do this turn yet. Mm. Okay. Seems good, yeah. Yeah, it's good. That's that one. This one actually. Let's. I don't care how unrealistic it will look. Let's add it here because it runs alongside these tracks. Yeah, let's give it a bit of straight like that. That's gonna look better. It also is straight like that as well. You can see it kinda through the grass. Absolutely horrible, but yeah, whatever. And this one lines up to there as well. But It's gonna be the very end of it, like that. Before that, what it does is somehow I need to make this in a way that I can put a junction here, and this bit here needs to be kind of straight. So let's do it like this. This bit here is also gonna be straight. Yep, that's good enough. Okay, and from here we have a depot-like area. This one seems to actually continue more straight, but I don't want to do that because it will just be way too big. The space between these tracks is not really that huge, so I'm just gonna make this one actually turn inwards. And this other one that was supposed to like branch off is going to be the one that goes into like the depot shed thingy. Actually, I could still do that, kind of. Just hide it with buildings, I guess. Let's do it like this. So both of them kind of branch off. Even though they really shouldn't, but yeah, I don't care. Because I don't want the station to take... So, what the fuck is that? You expect me to recreate that. Okay, yeah, that's the thing, I guess. Fuck you. Okay, my back and neck hurts from the way I'm just looking at this. Like, I'm tilting my fucking head in such ridiculous angles. Ouch. Yeah. As long as the trucks and buildings are still able to fit in, I would say it's good. Yeah, that's another thing, but I'm thinking that I'm simply just going to move the tracks when it comes to that. Like these engine sheds and stuff, I'm gonna place in first so that I can maneuver the tracks before I place in the rest of the scenery. That way I will prevent unnecessary bullshit. But anyways, I honestly don't feel like continuing today. Let's see, where did we get? How far did we get? That track ends there, splits and does that. There's a fucking another like shed. Oh my god. This hates me. And all the ways the tracks split into, like holy fuck. And this one is overgrown, but it just goes all the way to the back through here. You can see it kind of there. It's like this track here just goes like that. I don't see any other junctions, so that's good. This one is obviously that track. Those two end in the shed. No, those three end in the shed, sorry. There's this one here that apparently, yeah, it's still there. You can kind of see it over here in this area. Runs all the way back. There's another one, like, it looks like it ends here. but I don't know. And obviously the last one that just ends at the bridge. That's gonna be fun. Oh. Rails only track? Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll just cover it with concrete slabs, because that's what it is. Encased in anyways, so I'll see when I actually begin building this place. Like, detail it. Anyways, So we have this crossover. After that, we have 15 meters of straight track, and then it turns. Okay, so let's do this. So 15 meters. Where does this start out? Somewhere around here at the bridge. Let's just say that. 170. So 15 meters and then 170 meters. Okay. $15. Let's align all of these. This one needs to be straight. This one needs to be straightened. Thank you. I clicked. 170 at 157. Damn. Because we have reached the edge. But I need to go past the edge in order to get the turn correctly. Integrated to the network. After that turn, it's just 240 meters. Yeah, 140 meters at 173. Right? Let's implement that. Okay. That's the main line. Yay! Does it have any more junctions there? No, it does not. So the other track is just, so this track just goes to the depot, but this one. So in the middle of this crossover, it begins another junction to connect to this. It connects in a turn. Fuck's sake, it connects in a turn. I hate this. Honestly, I fucking hate this. Why would you make it like this? Whoever designed this station. Fuck. am I supposed to align this shit now, like? Come on. Yeah, let's say that's good enough. Let's get the start of this one there then. Like that. Seems to work. So now after that, this one splits immediately. This needs to be straightened. This needs to split immediately. And now to make this somewhat correctly. Okay. This one splits. This has a small-ish bit of straight section before it ends in a turn alongside this track. Where does this connect to? Okay, so this one needs to go lower. This one actually needs to go a bit more straight, like that. And let's actually implement the bullshit that's on the map. Does this turn? Yes, it does. So what I just did here is, in fact, correct. Now, there's not a lot of space here to maneuver the train. Exactly what I'm gonna be trying to replicate as well. But basically, the track goes out like this. Yeah, that's good enough. And does pretty much this. And I'm not making this shit up. That's how it's on the fucking satellite imagery. It just bent. It's just... Maybe it's not as drastic as this though. But I don't care. Let's move this one. A bit like this. I hate how big this place is, but yeah, whatever. Could soften this a little bit. Just a little. Yeah, that's better. That just connects to here, ends there. And I just need to end this other track there as well. So let's get rid of this. Move it all closer. Okay, yeah, that's it. This bit nicer. Yep, that works. If your back hurts, it can help if you once in a while stretch your spine, sitting up straight. Yeah, I know. I know. Whoever designed this station deserves to record in trains accurately. Nah, yeah, they do. Oh man. But okay, yeah, that's this area pretty much done. What doesn't line up now is this track here. I'm just actually gonna bring it like here. And I'm gonna do the engine shed here at a later date. An hour and a half of this. I think I'm done. At a later date, I'm gonna do the engine sheds here. And the turning yard over here with the station. And then it's gonna be the north end of the station, yay! Which is even more fun, because all these tracks need to go together in a turn! And there's more storage tracks, are you serious? Why does this hate me? But yeah, whatever, okay. That's for next time, I guess. Designing the other parts. Yeah, I'm happy with this actually. Now that it all came together, even though it might not be like precisely precise and stuff like that, I don't care. This looks nice. This looks really nice. And I'm happy with the outcome. And this is literally just tracks. Nothing else has been added to this route yet. It's only fucking tracks. But yeah, anyways, I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Remember to follow, subscribe, and stuff like that. I hope that you maybe learned something new. And yeah, I guess I'll see you all next time. Have you been to the station IRL? No. Lovely work so far. Thank you. Very nice work. Nice. TDS, yes, but it did pay off so far. Yes, definitely. Can definitely recognize the layout, and that's what matters. Yeah, that's that's a good analogy. Let's keep it like that. So yeah, thank you once again. Have a wonderful day, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.